Hart, you're live. There was a visitor 2 seconds ago. It was Hart, and then she went live. He went. She jumped away. I guess figuring out what sister is. Anyway, hey, good morning. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum time, and it's 5:12 o'clock. It says 5:07 on my computer. We're going with 5:07. And it's Saturday, so I'm so crazy that I'm actually up at 5 a.m. on a Saturday and doing 5 a.m. Mester Scrum with you. And I'm doing it live. It's kind of interesting. I heard Gary Vee talk yesterday about you never know what things going to be artificially made anymore in the future. He feels like if it doesn't go live 24/7, you don't know what's really live. So this is really live. So I learned yesterday that I can save this stuff and say something. We'll say good morning. Good morning. My phone just went off, so it is live. I'm trying to record on the phone too, so I have it. Good morning. 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. I guess I should type that before we go. So I'm not doing it while we're here. Anyway, so it is 5 a.m. Coffee's brewing, so there's no coffee in me yet. I'm still waking. People are asking me about that. I was like, so I'm figuring half the people will watch my episodes to see if I'll just go kaboom and just fall asleep in the middle of the show. But I'm not. I'm awake. So, and this is all a learning experience. Every day I do this, I learn more. Again, just how long it takes to process stuff. Today's Saturday, the weekend today, I'm going to make some micro content of the things I have. And we'll adjust as we go on the content and what's going to be in it and everything like that. So we'll see how it goes. So I lost some feed on my phone, which is okay. But I got it on here. And the reason why I do it on the phone is because later on I want to make micro content and take little pieces of it, make it into small little pieces and share on the internet and social media and LinkedIn. And I had my first subscriber yesterday. Woohoo! Yay! Yay! Anyway, shout out to him yesterday for getting in there and linking in. And I did post a blog. So I do post blogs on people to help me out. And I'll have to work on his name. I'll have to text him and see how I pronounce his name properly. Because he is from India. So I think it's Barish. Maybe Birjes. Barish Near. Or Near. It might be Near or Near. But anyway, he was the first person to subscribe to the channel. So that's awesome. Okay. One down. Millions to go, right? Not looking for millions though. Just looking for people to help out. I'm not doing this for subscriptions, but it does help get the information out there and share it with people. So please subscribe and tell your friends and share on LinkedIn and things like that. Okay, so our 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. For those who haven't seen it, it's about like I go through my daily Scrum real quick so you get a feeling how quick daily Scrum really should be for an individual. And to be honest, I'm getting better as we do it. And then I talk about a couple of topics that came up. I got a couple doozies from yesterday and things that I think yesterday I blogged about flagging stuff. And ironically, somebody, not even working the Scrum, just walked right into that one. So we'll go into that too. I learned I got to work on my. So anyway, so what did I do yesterday? Yesterday I had a bunch of one-on-one meetings, sat in a bunch of daily Scrums, a couple demos for different teams I coach, looked at their retrospectives, did a couple presentations, prepared for another presentation because I got a whole nother organization and asked me to, in my organization, to help their Scrum Masters learn more about Scrum. So are taking my playbook and they're turning it into a all day, 6-hour long presentation deck on Scrum for Scrum Masters, just to get them spun up on what the organization wants to have and issues they have normally. So that's for next week. What else did I do yesterday? Publicized another one of the posts. Put it up on a couple links on LinkedIn. Not as much as I would want, though. I got to get more little pieces done, and just checking feeds and things like that. So, and I don't know, just scheduled a bunch of things, talked to some people, set up some meetings for other teams, and they're off and going. And one guy I did has a green light for a whole new project that we're going to do, is all video, social media, and he's a good social. He's one of my neighbors. It's good to walk outside and talk to people. You learn what they do. You meet some new friends. You find out what their business is. Especially when you're in the house, you see all these computers, and you go, "What are you doing?" And you find out they do build websites and do social media blogging, and done it in the past. I'm learning more about my neighbors. And got them some work to do that I'm going to team up with them. So it's another thing on my whip to work. Too many, but hey, it's fun. And if you can't take advantage of it at the time, you might never get an opportunity. So I'm pouncing on it. Okay. So that's what I did yesterday. Today I have to make a lot of micro content, take my previous videos I have. There's some good points in there. I want to take them and make them smaller, because you can only put so many minutes worth into Instagram. I don't know how I'm going to do the Instagram part, but everybody says you should do Instagram. Okay, fine. For LinkedIn, put them in there. I got a prep for a class that I'm taking next week that I've already taken, but I'm taking it with another friend of mine and building those relationships with other people that do the Agile coaching training sessions and things like that. So I'm working on that also. So that's what I got to do today. I got to work on the house, finish that up. Got to finish some corporation, maybe get some documents signed so we can get into the state of Pennsylvania for the museum. Just so you know, I'm building a museum. So this might be interesting. What are you describing? So I am building a Pennsylvania Railroad and Steam Works Museum with real trains. So in the future, there might be real trains in here. If we ever talk about safe, you'll see a real train go through the screen. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. I can see myself waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning fixing a steam locomotive. That'll be fun. And we'll do a live session from there too. So that I'm working on. Taking the kids swimming lessons. Good that they swim now early, even though they don't know how. It's good for them. And it's tough, and they can do their thing. I guess that's it. Plus other things. Anyway, so I got that, and I got 3 points. 2 points we're going to talk about. So that's daily Scrum. It's all over. And my blockers are just running out of time, and kids wanting to do other things, and things taking longer than I thought. Just because they do. So a couple points. One, give me a good one. Should I start early? Start with what we talked about yesterday, flags and blockers. So yesterday, I talked about flag and blockers, how it's so important. People don't want to do it, but they really should mark things and let everybody know they're blocked or something's wrong, right? And I talked about how I had a developer say I didn't have access to a certain system, and they sent an email out to the help desk, and they didn't copy me, so I didn't know they were blocked, and they didn't mention it at Daily Scrum. Of course, why would they mention it at Daily Scrum? So, see if we can get. Come here, Hart. You coming up? You were up here earlier. Come on. Your sister always gets up there. If you're trying to get some space time without your sister. Anyway, I don't think any of the cats are interested. This is funny. Come on. It's theirs. They were up for a second. I guess I got to do it right as we start. Anyway, So we're talking about flags and blockers. So I get a text message or I get a call, and you get all I set the URLs, bought the space and the internet, and I'm getting a million junk scam emails. We can do your website for you. We'll do it. I mean, I give them creds for pushing for it, but it's a little bit crazy that as soon as you buy a name on the internet, you'll get a million emails and a million calls. Maybe it is worth that $11 or whatever it is to say, do not publicize my name and make it go to the company that's hosting. So they give you an idea. You want to spend the $11 to prevent people from calling you and texting you? It might be worth it because it's crazy. So don't answer my phone calls all the time unless I know who it is. So I got a text message, and it was my kid's day camp. And then the counselor's like, your kids are still here, and it's 20 minutes after they're supposed to be picked up. And bus driver hasn't come to your camp, hasn't come pick them up. I'm like, oh no. But the good thing was we got lucky because my wife was still home because she had off today. So she was able to go pick up the kids, and she spent the whole day. But then in the text message, she says, just to let you know, the bus driver has been late the past 3 days. So 2 days ago, he was like 20 minutes late, and another day is like 15 minutes late to come pick up the kids. I'm like, well, thank you for letting me know, and I will talk to the camp because they're supposed to take the bus and pick them up from their summer school. But how would I know? How can I help as the kids' parents to fix the issue if you do not tell me? I mean, let me know that it happened, and I can call and find out just to give them a reminder. I'm not going to yell at, some parents will yell at them, and I think they're worried, like, they'll just go yell and be mean. I won't yell. I would just ask, hey, I noticed that I was called and told that, my nose itch thing. They're 15, 20 minutes late. What's going on? Do I need to do anything? Do you need my help? But just to remind them that they need to go pick up the kids so the entire staff at the other place don't stay around for another extra half hour after work. Of course, they don't want to, but, we'll make sure the kids are taken care of. But there's an example of not flagging a blocker that you can and let everybody know that we're doing. It's not hard, and it really won't hurt. But there's a prime example. I talk about it one day, and the very next day, it's an issue. Then tell me, I'm like, thanks. 3 days later. What they called, and the counselor was, the manager, he was very apologetic and noticed the bus driver was running late, and today was his day off, and he didn't think about, and this is why you do daily scrum, hey, I'm off tomorrow, so I won't be able to do your bus driving thing. And if you had a daily scrum at camp, you would know that, and you would make things for it. And maybe you should suggest Agile daily scrums for the camp so they know what they're doing and who's going to be where and when. Maybe I should. Anyway, that's what I would do. Okay. With that, we're into the 13.5 minute mark on there and 12.5. So we're close to the 15-minute mark. Okay. So maybe I have 3 items. I have a couple points. Like, maybe we'll make multiple seconds. Running daily scrum by person versus task. That I've seen many times. In previous debates with me and other scrum masters at other years ago, when I was a scrum master and they were a scrum master, debating things and like how to do it, and he's trying to tell me I should do it this way. I should do it by task and not by person. And I have another one, updating digital the boards during daily scrum. So where if you're remote and you're not co-located, if you're co-located, let's talk about that. If you're co-located, you can have a scrum board in the wall and you can just move your tasks as they talk. Hey, I did this task and I am moving it to in process, or it's done, and everybody goes, yay, it's done, right? And they should say, yeah, he's done if you do that, because You got to be happy when you get stuff done. That just got to be part of it. But in a digital world, we say, should we be updating the dashboards as we go, right? Oh, here, I'll move your thing to done. Well, to be honest with you, I mean, it's fine if you forget. Um, but in the digital world, there's more to the dashboards. I mean, we should do a whole segment on dashboards, but there's more to dashboards. So if I have people overseas in India and the Philippines and the West Coast, the East Coast, and Europe, right? You got to be updating your digital dashboards, because how is anybody else going to know what to do next? So, yeah, we're going to update it. Fundamentally, as an Agile coach, this is my problem, right? I go, what? How do they know? They've been working for hours. They shouldn't wait to the daily Scrum to know what to do next. You want to update as you go. So as soon as you're done a task, you need to update it, and you need to let the other person know that you're done. Daily Scrum is just to kind of give another verbal reminder, talk about any kind of barriers coming up that you just can't type in the thing. If you got questions that needed to be answered, and you just say, I'll just ask the Daily Scrum. But they should be updating the task, because, like, let's say you're developing, and you're done your task here in the East Coast, and then you have coworkers in India, and so you finish your dev task, and now it's okay for testing. So do you want to wait from 5 o'clock East Coast time until 8 o'clock in the morning, or 7 or 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning East Coast time the next day to tell the testers in India that you're done? Tell me where that makes sense. That is such a waste of time. So you want to do it as soon as you're done. So when your coworkers in India are up at your, what is it, about 2 o'clock in the morning? So they're starting, they go, oh, it's done. I can start testing and running the test. And by the time it becomes Daily Scrum, you know what you talk about? Bugs. If there was a problem. So you finish your testing, and the same goes the other way. If you're in India and you're a developer and you write your code and you develop and get it posted, you say, hey, I'm done. And the next person on the East Coast may be testing it. And that's how you get that rapid turn. And that's how really it's supposed to be done. It's not supposed, and that's what makes it quicker. First, about costs and stuff. No, you really want to save money. You make it faster, right? You work some code in one time zone. You test it in another time zone. You get together and you talk about the results, and then you go from there, right? That's what it's supposed to be. So yeah, you can enter it during, but that's not the purpose. The purpose is to communicate among the team as soon as you have the communications. It's not about, I'm going to wait to Daily Scrum to update the board. That only works if you're in the co-located area, and it does not work in a expanded world. So just remember that. So what you read in the book and line for line, and then what you're going to do in the real world are two different things too. All right. Damn, doing that again. Sorry if I curse anybody out. Anyway, so don't do that. So there, I just want to talk about the digital updates, and what you do and why you don't, and why we really update the boards versus I'm going to listen to the book and do it exactly, and we will update tasks while we are in Scrum. No, we're not robots. Actually, it's faster than a robot because we don't have it programmed in. Anyway, so update tasks in your digital dashboard or your digital system as soon as you're ready to convey that information to your coworker. And you got to think of that way, and Scrum Masters have to teach people that way. It's for your coworkers. It's not to track it in the metrics, so that helps, but it's to let your coworkers know in other time zones that you're done, and they can take on it and do the rest of it so you can get it done in the sprint. It's the sole purpose, right? I guess that's it. I mean, we're going over. Live says we're at 20 minutes. Ooh. 18. All right, I'll save the other ones for later. So many other topics I wanted to talk about, but maybe I'm doing Sunday because that'll give me stuff for Sunday. Okay, I'll say this for Sunday. So Sunday, we're going to do taking questions on a different direction. And two of the questions, I'm going to take one question that says the same thing. So I heard that yesterday. How many hours did you do is the one question. Or how many hours to get done? It's two different questions, two different meetings, two different outcomes, different interpretations. But they would say, oh, it's the same. So it's not the same. And this is where having an Agile coach helps you learn this stuff if they know what they're doing. I'm learning a lot about Agile coaches. Some people are just Agile coaches by name only. Like we're going to do an enterprise-wide transformation, and I'm good with data, and I can do Rally or Jira or VSTS or whatever. So I'm going to be an Agile. I'm going to be classified as an Agile coach. Though sometimes I wonder if they ever practiced Agile or ever been a Scrum Master ever in their lives. And there was a LinkedIn post about that question. Can a Agile coach be an Agile coach without ever having been a Scrum Master? And I want to say, I think they should be a Scrum Master before they could become an Agile coach. And I think they should coach multiple teams, multiple companies like I have by design. I don't know, but it's the way it's been. Multiple years, maybe, just to get all that experience because I've seen it all the time. And it's funny. It just repeats itself. So we're going to document this stuff so when it does happen and everybody has the questions with that. So that's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. We're almost done. Make sure you subscribe. And I keep saying hitting the button. So this is lesson learned, right? Hit the bell and make it vibrate. Little hit it twice and make it all the things. So every time I post, you'll get a little message that we posted here. And again, it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. I hope you enjoyed it, and hoping to get more people. And I don't know about the live links at 5 a.m. in the morning. Maybe we'll tie in. Oh, I am thinking about connecting with people too. I have to figure out how to do that, but that's future releases. This is just me getting this thing figured out. Anyway, have a great day. Happy Scrumming. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's enjoying the weekend. And then maybe we'll ask, like, what fun thing did you do? What's your next fun thing? And any blockers are having more fun. Maybe we'll do that on a Monday. We can do that too. All right. Take care and have a great day.